Welcome. Settle in now, Aquarius. This is a quiet space. There is nothing you need to do and nothing you need to follow. If you're listening while resting, allow your body to become still. If you're listening in the background, that's perfectly fine too. You are safe here. This video is designed to be slow, predictable, and unhurried. Take a gentle breath in through your nose and let it out slowly through your mouth. There's no need to change your breathing. Just notice it. As the minutes pass, you may feel your shoulders soften, your jaw loosen, and your body settle more deeply into where you are. If your thoughts wander, that's okay. You don't need to bring them back. You can simply let them drift. In a moment, I'll begin sharing quiet, neutral observations about this zodiac sign. There's no story to follow and nothing to remember. You can listen, or you can rest. Either way is fine. Let's begin. And as everything settles, we arrive softly at the first fact about Aquarius. Aquarius is known as a fixed air sign. This means it combines the steadiness of fixed energy with the mental focus of air. Fixed signs tend to hold ideas for long periods of time. They are not quick to abandon a concept once it has formed. In Aquarius, this creates persistence in thinking rather than emotion or action. Air signs relate to thought patterns and ideas. Aquarius processes the world through observation and mental frameworks. Feelings are often filtered through logic before being expressed. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, its modern ruler. Uranus is associated with change, disruption, and innovation. It governs sudden insights, new systems, and alternative ways of organizing society. Traditionally, Aquarius was ruled by Saturn. Saturn relates to structure, rules, and long-term responsibility. This influence gives Aquarius a strong interest in systems that last over time. Because of these dual rulers, Aquarius often balances rebellion with order. It questions existing structures while also wanting to improve them rather than remove them entirely. Aquarius is commonly associated with innovation, systems, and reform. It tends to focus on how groups function rather than individuals alone. The sign is often drawn to large-scale ideas, such as social change, technology, or future planning. Aquarius feels most aligned when thinking beyond the present moment. Its attention naturally moves toward what could exist rather than what already does. This future orientation is often quiet and internal rather than dramatic, rather than reacting emotionally to the present. Aquarius observes patterns over time. It notices trends, cycles, and long-term outcomes. This makes the sign more comfortable with ideas than immediate experiences. In essence, Aquarius operates from a distance. It watches, considers, and redesigns. It belongs to the future more than the moment. Aquarian personalities are often described as independent. This independence is usually internal rather than expressive. It appears as self-directed thinking rather than a need to oppose others. Aquarius tends to form conclusions privately. Once an idea feels correct, it does not require external validation. This can make Aquarian individuals seem self-sufficient in their viewpoints. Many Aquarians are emotionally self-contained. They experience emotion but often process it internally. Feelings are examined rather than immediately shared. This emotional containment can appear as distance. However, it is more accurately a preference for regulation and clarity. Emotions are observed before being expressed. Aquarius is typically concept-driven rather than feeling-driven. Decisions are often made through principles, logic, or long-term impact. Personal emotion is not ignored, but it is rarely the primary guide. Aquarians tend to ask questions such as, "Does this make sense?" or "Does this align with my values?" Rather than asking how something feels in the moment, they often consider how it functions over time. Aquarius is generally comfortable standing apart from groups. This does not always mean social isolation. It often means maintaining mental independence even when participating. Aquarians can be present without fully blending in. They observe group dynamics while remaining slightly separate. This allows them to see systems more clearly. Many Aquarians are described as different from early life. This difference is not always visible or dramatic. It may show up as unusual interests, independent thinking, or emotional reserve. From a young age, Aquarius may feel slightly out of sync with peers, not disconnected, but not fully aligned either. This sensation often becomes familiar over time. Rather than trying to correct this difference, many Aquarians eventually accept it as normal. Standing apart becomes a neutral state rather than a problem. In quiet ways, Aquarius learns to exist on its own wavelength, thinking independently, observing carefully, remaining emotionally contained. The Aquarian mind tends to think in systems, networks, and patterns. Rather than focusing on individual events, it looks for structure. It notices how parts connect to form a whole. Aquarius often organizes information visually or conceptually. Ideas are grouped, layered, and linked together. This creates a mental map rather than a single line of thought. Because of this, Aquarius may explain ideas in broad terms. Details are important, but the system comes first. Understanding the framework helps everything else make sense. The Aquarian mind is naturally future-focused. Thoughts often move toward what could happen rather than what is happening now. Possibilities feel more engaging than present conditions. This future orientation is usually quiet. It appears as planning, imagining, or mentally testing outcomes. Aquarius often runs several timelines in parallel. Aquarius is generally more comfortable with ideas than emotions. Ideas feel stable, observable, and manageable. Emotions feel less predictable and harder to organize. When emotions arise, the Aquarian mind often steps back. It watches the feeling rather than becoming immersed in it. This creates emotional distance without emotional absence. Aquarius frequently jumps ahead mentally while others are still processing. Connections are made quickly. Conclusions may form before discussions are finished. This can make Aquarius appear detached or impatient. In reality, the mind has already moved forward. It is waiting for the conversation to catch up. Aquarius often pauses after reaching an internal conclusion. Silence can indicate completion rather than confusion. The thinking has already settled. Overall, the Aquarian mind is quiet but active. It observes patterns, it moves ahead, it remains more engaged with ideas than immediate emotional experience. Aquarius often experiences emotions